Hey everybody, it's your favorite struggling YouTuber, where I sit in contemplation every day wondering how I'm gonna blow up. Anyway, if you saw my last video, you know that I've recently reached silver, meaning I am now qualified enough to teach you how to play my main, Viktor. Okay, so I thought it fitting to explain how I reached silver with one of my favorite champions. And if you're having any doubt about my knowledge because of my rank, don't. I know what I'm doing. Kinda. Like and subscribe. Okay, so my boy Viktor is really big into technology. Holy shit, I mean, his story is kind of sad. Luckily, if you watched Arcane, you get to see what he was like before he turned into a mechanized maniac. Anyway, technology is his whole gimmick. I mean, he removed the part of his brain that deals with emotion. So yeah, he's committed. Also, I'm surprised more people don't play him. I think in all my life, I've seen maybe 4 people play Viktor. Faker, Crown, me, and some dude in randoms. Which is why you should listen to me, because I'm the expert. So if you didn't know, Viktor is like stupid good. Like he puts the D in damage. I mean, holy shit, look at that. Look at it. Like if this guy gets fed, the game is just over. There's no coming back. He hits the E button and you die. You're dead. And if you didn't die from that, he's just going to hit Q. And if he has Lich Bane, nope, fuck that. Even if he has Sheen, you're dead. And somehow, if you didn't die from that, he's just going to ult you and then you're dead for sure. 100%. As Viktor, when you get your first augment, you just become the biggest threat in the fucking game. Because if you upgrade E, sorry, when you upgrade E, because if you don't, you're actually throwing the game and you should become a professional D ranker since you're so set on losing the game. So that's Viktor's passive, Glorious Evolution. Why does that sound like he's the leader of some like revolution? Where once you get to 100 stacks, you can upgrade one of your 3 basic abilities called an augment. And you get stacks by killing minions and monsters, where each minion is 1 hex stack, and epic monsters, cannon, and super minions are worth 5 hex fragments. And after all 3 abilities are augmented, his ultimate automatically upgrades, making it move 25% faster. Why are there so many damn vocab words I have to learn here? These augments, they just break the game, because they're all so damn good. I mean, E is significantly better than the rest, but they're all still damn good. But what sucks about it is that you have to be good at farming, because if you suck, you'll actually be the most useless person on your team. Motherfucker. Okay, so Vic Daddy's first ability is Siphon? I need a dictionary. Siphon Power. What the fuck? Viktor throws this shuriken looking thingy at the enemy, which gives him a shield and an enhanced auto attack. I mean, look at this shit. This one ability has 3 parts to it. That's so damn good. You have your initial shuriken thingy, and then you have a shield, and then you get an enhanced auto attack. It's busted. I mean, level 1, if you're up against a mage, you just run up to them, hit Q, get a shield to negate their damage, and then you get more damage. And I want to mention that this is all without his augment. Once you upgrade it, its shield is increased by 60% based on your level, and you gain 30% movement speed for 2.5 seconds. Okay, I'm starting to understand why no one really plays him. He's got a lot of moving parts to it. On to his next ability, Gravity Field. Okay, so this thing is broken. Not like broken good, broken as like it doesn't work. Okay, so the way this thing is supposed to work is you place down this cage that stays on the ground for 4 seconds, slowing everyone inside, and if they're in there for 1.5 seconds, they become stunned. But what really happens is you place down this cage on someone, and they're in it for like 3 seconds without being stunned. The augmented form of this is the upgraded version is all your other basic abilities, slow enemies by 20% for 1 second. Honestly, this ability is pretty useful, but you have to use it sparingly since it's got a pretty big cooldown. You can use it to help your jungler gank, zoning off objectives, it's good for choke points, or just tossing it in the middle of a team fight to stun their front lines. You can blow up their back line, and it's just as good defensively as it is offensively. Like when an assassin jumps on you, you can just throw it down over yourself for a quick getaway. Okay, time for the best ability, the one-shot ability. This ability is hyped since 1, it has such a long range, and 2, it does a ridiculous amount of damage. And it's just so cool. It's a laser beam. Death Ray is the official name of the beam of death, but laser beam sounds cooler. When it's upgraded, there's an aftershock that follows it, dealing bonus magic damage. But don't get too set on this part hitting since it's delayed. This ability is your best ability, hands down. You can max this instantly. Seriously, max it. Since it does so much damage, you just clear waves. You just line up the juicy fuck. You just get the right lineup. God mother. Okay, so it's a bit tricky to learn, but once you get the hang of it, their lives are over. Useful for poke, all-ins, wave clearing, zoning, sieging, taxes, the whole shebang. Now to top off the cake, the ultimate ability, Chaos Storm. A circular storm thingy that you can control when you recast it, but this thing is slow as hell. So don't be surprised if someone gets away with just a sliver of health, because it's gonna happen. Luckily, if it gets upgraded, it moves 25% faster, making it much harder for them to run away. So you just watch people slowly die from it because they can't escape. Also, I want to point out that on the official League of Legends champion page, they have the ult just zooming across the map, like it's so fast, and that's just straight up false advertising. Fucking liars. His ult is useful for team fights or the beginning of an all-in to do maximum damage. You could ult WEQ, W ult QE, EW ult Q, you get the point, he's got a lot of combos. My favorite part about his ult is that it stops channels, and it really pisses people off because they don't know about this, but if you're getting all-in by like an ult, like an MF ult, you just ult and it goes away, and they just left to wonder what the hell just happened. As for items, I always go either Ludens when I'm feeling dangerous, or Crown when I'm feeling like a coward. If you want, you can go super defensive and just buy a shit ton of items that prevent you from dying, making it so you can just dish out so much damage before you die. Honestly, it probably doesn't even matter that you sacrifice the 30 AP or whatever to buy Crown over Ludens because you just still one-shot them. Here, let me show you. This is the amount of damage you do with Ludens, and here's the amount of damage you do with Crown. Although it's pretty significant, here's their health bar. So it doesn't really matter what you build. I think the reason he's not very popular is because he's got a pretty steep learning curve, since he not only has an intricate kit, but upgrades you have to learn as well. I think he needs more love. He's not really played much, at least in low elo. But he's so damn useful in every team comp, since he's got some of the highest utility in the game. I mean, he's got it all. Team fight potential, siege potential, wave clear, one-shot threat. I mean, the dude is a menace on the Rift. I mean, that's why he's played so much in the LCS, since he can literally do it all. He's just not flashy like a lot of other mid laners like Yasuo, Yone, Fizz. He's a slow and steady, blows them all up kind of character, and I appreciate that about him. He's okay just being a robotic freak that wants to take over the entire planet. Viktor's phenomenal utility just makes him really useful as a champion. I mean, he always has one of the highest win rates in the mid lane, and yet I still find ways to feed with him. Anyways, even though I'm not capable of playing him to that degree, does not mean he lacks the potential. He just requires work and practice, and someone who knows how to play the game. With enough practice and dedication, you can go so far with him. I spent hours learning his abilities and combos, mastering what it truly means to be a mid. I got demoted. Yeah, as soon as I released my last video, I lost 3 games in a row, and now I'm back in bronze. Well, shit. Hey guys, thanks for your constant commitment of watching my videos. I really do appreciate it. If you'd like, I'd also really appreciate a sub, comment, and a like. Feel free. Thank you. No, that's not the right one. That's not the right...